Welcome to Witch Hunt. I'm Panda Bennett, and today on the trial of Dylan Howell of Getting Witchy With It, we will be discussing Eclectic Witchcraft and her path. How are you today?
I'm doing fabulous. How are you?
Good. So I absolutely love your TikToks, like die for them. They are wonderful.
Oh my gosh, my tripod just fell. Does Spirit want angle? Okay, Spirit wants me at this angle. That's fine.
It's still a good angle. You look good.
Thanks, Spirit.
So tell us about you. I know you. I follow you on Instagram and on TikTok, and we've spoken before. But for everybody else, why don't you go ahead and just tell us a little bit about you?
Okay, well, I've been a practicing witch. I've always had these gifts and talents, and it's runs in my family through my mom's side. It's the Romanian Gypsy people. So I've been reading palms for a little bit over 12 years, or coming up on my 12-year mark. And I've been making potions for about 8. And it's kind of about finding through someone's book of shadows what your strong suits are. And I have turned around and I have begun this new journey as a life coach and a psychic reader and some medium work, which is really exciting. And I think that I'm at the perfect place right now to turn around and help other people, because all of the pain and life lessons that I have experienced has helped each person that I have come into contact. It's kind of like everything that was on my path really was for a reason. I didn't picture my life being like this at all. I'm a college graduate. I thought I was going to be in the marketing field, to be honest with you, and just be a witch and have that be my religion, as it always has been. But Spirit has called me to do different things that I didn't realize that I was capable of. And since starting Getting Witchy With It, it's kind of blown up because it's less than a year old. And I'm just really thankful for that. And it's just, I've been surrendering to the universe recently and just kind of letting things fall into the place of not the way that I would necessarily expect them to. But I'm just glad that Spirit has chosen me to help other witches along their journey, because I feel like in our community as witches, we really need to have that support and that unconditional love for our baby witches coming in there.
Yeah, for sure. That's really beautiful. And I think that it's so important. I mean, I know everyone will be called at a different time, that like now I feel like I have the extra energy to turn around and help people. But it doesn't matter if you consider yourself advanced or if you're new, you can still help people. Like your journey and your experiences will still resonate with other people, and they'll meet you where you're at, whether you're advanced or a beginner, or you're just starting to learn tarot, or, you know, if you've been a reader for years and years, because there are other people that are at the same place in that journey. So I think it's really beautiful that you're like, you know, I'm going to help people and reach out and build community. I think that's really, really important. And that's also what I hope this series does here, showcasing how everyone is so diverse in their practice, and then also just helps bring people together. So your business is called Getting Witchy With It, but do you call yourself a witch, or do you subscribe to any labels like green witchcraft or Wiccan or anything like that? Do you?
Yes, I'm definitely 100% a witch, and I am one of those people that is outwardly open about their practice to the people that I know. And there's a lot of people hiding in the broom closet. So I'm just trying to lead by example. And I'll be coming out with a YouTube video soon of helpful tips to talk to people while you're coming out of the broom closet, because there is such a stigma with that in general. And the word witch, it's kind of like people taking back and owning the word slut, you know, and taking it back with power. And that's what I'm doing right now with the word witch.
Oh my gosh,
And I think
I love the bimbo movement. Like when they've reclaimed that on TikTok, and it's just all these women, they're like totally empowered and they're out there like making money. And yeah, that's this series is a reclaim as well. Witch Hunt is a reclaim, and the word witch is a reclaim, and it's just people are doing a lot of powerful things. I'm really excited about it. So on your path, tell us what it kind of centers on for you? Is it plant magic, or do you do a lot with herbs? What do you have going on?
I work with a lot of plant magic. I work with a lot of herbs. So I would be more of a green / hedge witch, because people do come to me with certain life struggles and having so much earth energy in my chart. And the first thing that I would tell any of my clients to do is get your chart done, because you have to work with your element. You know, if you've got a lot of fire in your chart, and you may be like a water sun sign, you might not know that. You might not know that candle magic might be your calling. I'm a Virgo sun, Virgo moon. So I work with a lot of plants. I make potions, I make mojo bags, mix up teas. I actually recently got one of my clients off Ambien, which is
Wow.
huge. Yeah.
For like a natural substitute?
Yes, tea substitute. And he was feeling very depressed after taking this Ambien, and he would kind of take it on and off, like not every single day, and he would feel depressed afterwards. So I suggested that he try some of my teas, and I got him off Ambien. So that's magic right there.
Yeah, and I love that. I mean, so much of witchcraft is just that ancient cures and remedies that are of the earth and that are natural, that our ancestors used, rather than these, created things, these synthetic things, So I think that's really, really cool. Do you have any like daily magic rituals, or do you do just bigger rituals, or how are you embracing magic on the daily in your normal routine?
Well, and for any empaths out there, I'm sure they can relate. Being a psychic reader, sometimes it can be really draining. Although it is really rewarding, because spirit does pick you and you're helping these people. But there's so much pain in this world. And as a light worker, I use magic baths about 3 times a week. I cannot get enough of the magic baths. I love Aphrodite. She was born of the sea. So I can't get enough of my pink self-love attraction baths. I make myself very floral. I use a lot of floral essential oils for me personally, because I'm working on this whole self-love vibration for myself. But it depends on the orders that I make. But for me, I've been doing Aphrodite, self-love work, attraction, and just bringing in those loving vibes, but not having an agenda to it. And with my positive affirmations, I'm just letting go and letting the universe take care of me. And I'm just keeping my karmic slate very clean and pure, so I can keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah. For anyone, especially, I mean, I think that everyone is some level of empath, but it's very important to protect your energy and those boundaries, and so that you're not getting overwhelmed by other people's emotions and feelings and getting burnt out and that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's really that magical, like mundane and magical self-care are extremely important, like taking care of your energy. So
And also, I don't know why I felt compelled to say this just now, but sometimes some of the most spiritual things you can do for yourself is tell somebody to F off.
yeah.
And I know that sounds crazy, but it is. It's setting your boundaries. It's being strong, claiming your power, protecting your power. And there's a lot of, false prophets, karmic lessons. People are sometimes put in your life for you to learn a karmic lesson, or sometimes for them to learn a karmic lesson. I'm not saying go out and hex people, because I definitely don't do that. But I do not hesitate to tell people about themselves if they need to. And you can't beat yourself up about having those kind of moments of being human, because people think that the path to spiritual enlightenment and their journey is going to be something so beautiful, but it does take a lot of hard work and looking at yourself and doing shadow work and realizing, hey, you may not be the perfect person, even though we all want to be the protagonist of our own story. And you could be right or you could be wrong. But if you are right and you need to tell someone off for your own spirit, don't beat yourself up about speaking your truth. It's like, I'm a spiritual healer. I'm a light worker. Am I human? Yes. Do I get angry? Absolutely. Do I go off on people and tell them about themselves? Yes. Did they karmically deserve it? Maybe, because I'm a light worker. And it's just, don't feel bad about falling off the wagon in your spirituality, because I've heard oftentimes that people that are on that growth, they take some breaks, they take some setbacks, and they kind of fall off that horse. But that's okay, because it's all about growth and we can't be perfect all the time.
Yeah, and I think I don't know where like this stigma came from that says if you're spiritual, you have to be quiet, or if you're spiritual, you have to always be kind or be a doormat. That is absolutely not true. So like I love that like meme that goes around. Well, there's like two different ones. So the one that's like, I think you didn't realize before I was spiritual, I was like an absolute thug, because that's literally my life. And then the other one that's like, this is my banishing rock, and I just throw it as hard as I can at people until they leave me the fuck alone. But yeah, definitely like sometimes that's exactly what you have to do, is just be like, no, I'm gonna need you, like you have hot dog water vibes, I'm gonna need you to just fuck off over there, like leave me alone.
And sometimes I feel like I swear people are put in my path for me to like put them in their place, and I'm like, why, spirit? Why did this person have to run up on me like this? You know, sometimes I'll find myself like sources for misdirected anger, and these people need literally a mirror to be reflected back on them and be like, this is what you are doing.
Yes. You know? Yeah. Well, and sometimes like I just was reading this thing that talked about like sometimes people are put in your life for you to see like how you don't want to be or what you don't want to engage with. And like, so yes, just because someone brings you that energy doesn't mean that you have to stay with it or entertain it, like not at all, for sure. So, so I know that you make like spell kits, that kind of thing. So I know that that's a part of your daily practice. So show us what you have.
This is my favorite one. I do this one, like the one that I do 3 times a week, but I don't have to use the jar because I have all the ingredients. So just make it in the bath.
Yeah.
But this is my favorite. This has like a lot of floral, jasmine, rose. So if all my ladies are like Aphrodite, rose is hers, and the seashell. Oh my God, yes. I'm gonna take a bath right now. But yes, so I make all different types. This is my banishment of negativity one. I don't know why I grabbed it, but it matches your outfit today.
Yes, I'm always trying to banish negative energy all the time.
That, but this kind of has a very kind of like guys kind of cologne scent. But I mean, I want it to look nice and I want it to smell good. Of course, I want all of the oils to blend together and be enjoyable, but it's really about the magic behind it and what it really does.
Yeah, for sure. Like sometimes like have you ever seen that thing where it's like the super beautiful aesthetic floral bath and it's like the floral bath that you want, and then the other one is like it looks like swamp water, it's all green, and it's like but the spiritual cleansing bath that you actually need.
Yeah, with like mud or charcoal in it. Like that's not Instagram worthy, but it gets the job done, and that's why we do it.
Yeah, and I think that that's what's so important. Sometimes a lot of witchcraft is not Instagram worthy. Like sometimes you're just doing like the down and dirty work. Yeah. So do you do any deity work? So you mentioned Aphrodite. Is there any other gods or goddesses that you follow with or that you honor or work closely with, anything like that?
Jesus, baby. I love Jesus. Jesus is quite literally my homeboy. When guys try to, because I'm on a self-love path right now, if guys try to hit on me or whatever, I tell them that I'm in a relationship with Jesus Christ, and they seem to like scurry away like cockroaches when you shine a light because it freaks them out. So if anybody wants that hint. But yeah, so I work a lot with Jesus because he is unconditional love. Right now I'm looking more into Persephone. And she is a Greek, not Roman goddess, I believe. I really enjoyed her story growing up, and she lives, the whole mystery behind, or her whole lore and story is that she is the goddess of springtime, new things, and that explains winter. Is she's married to the ruler of the underworld, and I kind of identify with that because I am light, like spring and happy, but at the same time I have to go to those dark places. I have to go to the underworld and retrieve messages from loved ones, working with new spirits, because this whole mediumship thing is pretty new to me. I've been a palm reader and now spirits are starting to come in. So I am finding support through Persephone right now. I'm doing my research on her. I need to learn more about her and how to honor her, but I'm feeling that move in because I need to create that nice balance of the light and then also dealing with these heavy emotions that I've been dealing with the people that I've been reading, and also the undertones of the spirits coming through and such.
Okay. Yeah, I don't do any deity work. So like the most I know about Persephone is that isn't she the one that's always like related with the pomegranate? Like, is that her? Or no? Am I thinking the
Yeah.
wrong one?
Yes, she took a bite of the fruit from the underworld, and that's why she has to go back every winter.
I'm definitely not but that's very interesting to me. It's always, I always support whatever comforts people and uplifts them, and that type of thing. I just haven't been called to do any work that way. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Do you
it's
stay with the sun and the moon, just the basic masculine and feminine energies?
yeah, I would do most of my work with the moon. I'm a Cancer, and it just everything is like water for me, and the moon controls all of that. But yeah, so I just haven't been called to do that, but I'm always so interested with other people's paths that are. So you said that you do palm reading. Is there any if people are interested in getting started in that form of divination, what do you have any books or websites or content creators or anything? Do you teach palm reading? How would
Well,
you direct people?
I'm working on a blog post actually right now of all of the basic hand shapes of palmistry. And what I realized when I first started learning how to read palms, the first thing that you do is look at the front of the hand and then the back. And how I explain that to people is when you look at their hand shape, it's kind of like their sun sign, their zodiac sign. It doesn't reveal everything. And of a lot of it's just kind of like general personality traits. And that's a great way of getting started. And then on the actual palm is like your whole birth chart. It's got your rising, I'm just trying to make it easier to understand, but the front of the hand is the hand shape, and the basic hand shapes are the square, spatulate, conic, psychic, like mine, probably yours, or the philosopher, spatulate, square, or the mixed hand shape, which is like the social butterfly. So you can look up hand shapes and how to pick them out. I've found it very telling on first dates because you don't even have to look at their palm. You just look at their hand shape while you guys are eating or whatever.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Are you the person that's like asking like for their time of birth? Like
Not anymore. No, no, not anymore. I'm in a relationship with Jesus, so I don't know
forgot.
anything about that.
Yeah, you're already booed up. You're taken.
Yeah, I'm taking a serious step back from dating right now. So there's like an absence of all that. But I used to look up their sun signs and look up our compatibility or put up a few cards or whatever. But I've also learned that when you have rose tinted glasses and you really think you're going to be with someone, your own readings can get clouded. If you do a tarot on your loved one, there's a million interpretations of that. So it's just kind of a let it ride type of thing if you're first starting to date someone, because you're really not supposed to know, because like we we're talking about, your karmic lessons in life in these relationships are meant to play out regardless.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's just really important to remind people that there is toxicity in every sign. So if you meet an unhealed person, whether they are a Virgo or a Scorpio, a Leo or a Cancer, and they have unhealed things, they can still be a bad match for you. So you just make sure that no matter what type of relationship you're in, that person is, treating you right and respecting you and you know, that it's healthy, it's a healthy connection, because no matter what you look up astrology wise and the houses, like I said, there can be toxicity in every single sign. So that's something really important to remember. So before we go today, Dylan, where can everyone connect with you? So you have the YouTube channel, you're on TikTok, of course, you're on Instagram, and you're going to be coming out with the palmistry posts. Yeah, just let everybody know what you've got going on and where to get a hold of you.
Okay, well, I'm on Instagram, which is Getting Witchy Wit It. So it's with no H for all of my people that grew up in the country or the Midwest. Getting Witchy Wit It. Na 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 na. I love 90s hip hop. So that's how you get a hold of me on TikTok. That is my username on Instagram. It's gettingwitchywittit.com for all my blog posts. So I'm super easy to find. If you just type in Getting Witchy Wit It on YouTube, you can find me. So I made it pretty easy for you guys to find me. And then if you just look on my Instagram, in the bio is a link to basically everything I've ever done. I have a great video for heartbreak if my whole self-love story resonated with anybody, because I'm all about healing, helping people level up, and I just want to do that as much as possible. And I know you do too. I can feel that energy.
I will, and you guys, I always put everyone's information down below. So all of Dylan's links will be down below. Definitely connect, check her out. She's got some great things going on. Dylan, thank you so much for being here with us today. I really appreciate it. I'm super excited for your upcoming content. And yeah, you guys, we will see you back for another trial of Witch Hunt. Bye.